for me, even saying that in that interview, it wasn't me blowing up his spot. Yeah. I'm literally sitting here advocating for this nigga.
Right.
Like, I'm literally sitting here advocating.
Right.
Now, maybe you didn't want nobody to remember about the Hollywood Boulevard. Maybe you were hoping that was so long ago, and because it happened before Facebook, it didn't really exist, you know, kind of thing. But it did exist.
Real life. If that shit ain't real life,
it ain't real life. Just ain't real life. Street stars. You know what time it is.
Some of the things, the Tevin Campbell thing was interesting to me because we just hadn't heard from him, and he just kind of popped out of nowhere. Why do you feel like he had felt the need to respond?
I think it was a great marketing move for him. You know, to go from waiting for them to include you in an award show every now and then, they treated him, this business has treated Tevin Campbell heavy-handed and neglectful. You know, it's like the way they've shunned him, the way they've treated him throughout the years was absolutely terrible. So for me, even saying that in that interview, it wasn't me blowing up his spot. Yeah. I'm literally sitting here advocating for this nigga.
Right.
Like, I'm literally sitting here advocating.
Right.
Now, maybe you didn't want nobody to remember about the Hollywood Boulevard. Maybe you were hoping that was so long ago, and because it happened before Facebook, it didn't really exist, you know, kind of thing. But it did exist. And there's a whole fucking police report. There's a whole detective that said you propositioned him and you got in the car, you made the deal, and then he put the cuffs on you. That's in a record. If somebody goes and checks my record now, they're going to find things on my record. I was charged with child abduction. It's a 656 felony. It's real low, but it's still considered a felony. So if somebody brings that up about me, is it favorable? Does it leave room for you to have to explain certain things? Yeah, but it's your life. It's what you lived.
It happened.
And if it's on public fucking record, then it's on public record. I'm not speaking about it because I'm trying to slump you. I'm speaking about it because that's what the game did to you. And if you tried to forget, I never did. It was wrong.
Definitely.
It was wrong as fuck. He was a young kid who came into the business. His family depended on him for income to live. He was the family business, like so many star children are the family business. And he got left with people. He got left with people that did things to him. Shaped his personality and his choices before he had a chance to do it himself. Meanwhile, making hit record after hit record, and we sitting there dancing while this kid is being fucking just fucked all over every which way. Best he was probably treated was at Paisley Park with Prince. And then not long after that, Tevin Campbell disappears and nobody hears about him and nobody speaks his name until he gets arrested. And then it makes national news. And then they start playing his records. Oh, you remember when he was...
That is facts.
And then, after that, all that talent, all of these motherfuckers, all of these people who were millionaires and made millions off of him while he was a kid. And you left him out there. So I'm going to say it to you right now, Tevin. I'm glad you came out.
That's what I was going to ask.
However it happened, I wasn't trying to put you out on Front Street. But you never had an excuse to hide in the first place. Whoever you are, that's you. And you should have the right to be you, to not have to lie about you or defend you. And I pray to God that you do whatever you got to do to get everything they owe you, because they owe you, nigga. They owe you big.
So would you think the industry created that, or that was always innately in them based on just your knowledge?
I don't know, because I didn't know him as a little child. My strongest connection to Tevin Campbell was through Rosie Gaines' daughter, LaToya, who we call each other sisters. You know, and her and Tevin were always together at Paisley Park. I bumped into Tevin at events and stuff like that, would see him from time to time, but we didn't have a friendship. It just killed me though, because I knew everything that was happening to him because he was with LaToya, and LaToya knew everything. And I would just sit there like, oh man, I hope he wins, I hope he wins, I hope he wins. And then he disappeared, and then people just stopped talking about him. You know, it's fucked up.
Can you have come out back then?
Fucked up. Huh?
Can you have come out back then? Like right now, we have like the Little Nas X's, the I forgot the guy, Frank
Back
Ocean.
in the 90s,
Frank Ocean.
no.
Yeah, could that?
No.
It's almost detrimental to your career.
He couldn't have come out, but the thing is, they were still busy trying to push a narrative. They were trying to push a narrative, like trying to make him appear. I mean, but they did it to all the guys. They did it to all the guys that were gay. You know, so it's just like, it's super unfair because you are who you are, but you have to pretend not to be who you are. But then the same executives that are telling you make sure the girls fall in love with you are the ones sitting there diddling you. You can't be gay in public, but please be gay with me. Like, I mean, it's
right.
kind of fucked up.
It's kind of fucked up. It's kind of fucked up.
Listen to me, after you finish licking my balls, I want you to do some push-ups and get ready for this video. You know, like.
Hold on. Now,
Shout out Reallyfe street stars, nigga. Move it.